magical voice, slow and warm. In a world where rivers shimmer with dreams and trees whisper to the stars, there lived a bear with a heart so kind. Even the moon smiled down on him. This is the story of Bramble the Bear. Once upon a time, in the heart of the Whispering Woods, lived a bear named Bramble. He wasn't the biggest or the strongest bear. In fact, there were cubs in the forest who thought he was a bit clumsy. They'd giggle when he tripped over tree roots or stumbled while fishing for berries. But Bramble didn't mind. He was a gentle bear with a quiet heart. His fur was the color of fallen leaves, and his paws were always ready to lend a helping hand, or should I say paw? One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Bramble was making his way home after a day of gathering berries. Suddenly, a tiny glowing light caught his eye. Curious, he followed the light until he came across a clearing bathed in moonlight. And there in the center sat the most beautiful firefly he had ever seen. Her name was Luma, and she sparkled like a fallen star. Bramble, she whispered, her voice like the tinkling of bells. Bramble, the river of dreams, has lost its magic. If it doesn't sparkle and sing again tonight, the whole world will forget how to dream. Bramble gasped. He knew how important the river of dreams was. Every night its shimmering waters reflected the dreams of all the animals in the Whispering Woods. Without dreams, the forest creatures would lose hope and happiness. But what can I do? Bramble asked, feeling helpless. Luma twirled around him in a flurry of light. Only an act of true kindness can restore the river of dreams, Bramble. And you have plenty of that, I know. With that, Luma flew away, leaving Bramble with a newfound determination. He set off towards the river of dreams, his heart pounding with purpose. The path was long, and Bramble walked for hours. He walked through thorny bushes that scratched at his fur, over sleepy hills where tired rabbits were just too lazy to hop out of the way. And all the while, he kept thinking about what Luma had told him. An act of true kindness. But what could that be? As the first rays of sunlight began to peek through the trees, Bramble heard a cry. "Help! I'm stuck!" it cried. Bramble followed the sound and soon spotted a little fox with fiery orange fur stuck in a bramble bush. Her eyes were filled with tears, and her little tail was tucked between her legs. "Don't be afraid," said Bramble gently. "I'll help you." With his strong paws, he began to gently pull the thorns away from the bush. The little fox struggled free and shook her fur, sending a shower of sparks flying. "Why did you help me?" she asked, her voice trembling. "Because you needed help," Bramble smiled. The little fox wagged her tail. "I'm coming with you," she said, and trotted beside Bramble as they continued their journey. Soon they arrived at the river of dreams. It was still, silent, gray, like a ribbon of ash. No sparkle, no song, no life. Luma fluttered around them anxiously. "Oh, what are we going to do?" "Only a selfless act can bring it back," she whispered to Bramble. Just then, a small brown rabbit slipped and tumbled into the water. "Help!" he squeaked, his nose twitching. I can't swim." Before anyone could react, Bramble jumped into the river. He paddled with strong strokes toward the struggling rabbit, splashing water with his paws. Finally, he reached the little rabbit and gently scooped him up in his mouth. Then he turned and swam for the shore. As Bramble shook the water from his fur, something magical happened. The river began to glow. Blue light danced on its surface. Sparkling stars appeared in the water. And the song of the River of Dreams echoed through the trees once more. Luma zipped around him, her light shining brighter than ever. "You did it?" "Bramble," she cried. "The river's back. The river's back." All the forest animals gathered around the riverbank, cheering for Bramble. Squeals of joy rose into the air as they realized they could dream again. The rabbits dreamed of leaping over mountains. The squirrels dreamed of burying acorns made of chocolate. And the little foxes dreamed of catching fish that sparkled like jewels. Bramble felt a warmth spread through his chest. He had saved the River of Dreams and the forest, all because he had helped a little fox and a baby rabbit. Luma floated beside him. "Thank you." "Bramble," she said, "you truly are the hero of the Whispering Woods." Bramble blushed, his paws suddenly feeling clumsy. "But I only helped someone," he said modestly. Luma smiled. "Exactly. That's the magic the world needs." From that night on, the River of Dreams flowed with magic, reflecting the hopes and dreams of every animal in the forest. And Bramble, well, he became the guardian of dreams, watching over the river and its shimmering waters. Forever known as Bramble, the kindest bear who saved the dreams of the forest. And so, dear listener, whenever you see a shooting star or hear the babbling of a brook, remember the story of Bramble the Bear, who showed us all that even the smallest among us can do the greatest things. It's time for bed, little one. Now close your eyes and drift off to sleep, dreaming of brave bears and sparkling rivers. For in the realm of dreams, anything is possible. Sweet dreams. Soft magical music fades out.